Over the last few episodes of Onboard Lifestyle, the crew successfully completed a passage from Panama to the Grand Caymans with a lightning-damaged electrical system.
We made it.
We made it.
After diagnosing the major issue, Basik's crew scattered out parts in Georgetown to repair the crippled grounding harness.
Okay, what's your gut feeling in there?
My gut feeling is this is a pain in the ass.
With Basik systems passing the initial trials, let's pick up the story as the crew now must build confidence in the repair with critical real-world testing.
Okay, sun is up. Getting ready to head out of here. Well, we have to leave. It is, we have checked out of the country and they've given us our spear guns back. So the timer is counting down. We have to leave by 7 o'clock, which is just a few minutes away. We'll kind of hoping for a little more wind. Everything just kind of died off overnight. It's starting to pick up a little bit, but not enough to sail yet. It's okay. We'll get out of here and see what's going on offshore here. I'm sure this is all land influence right now, but it's time to go.
Our float plan is to leave the Grand Caymans. Well, actually, before we get into that, let's back things up and look at a little issue that we wanted to resolve before we left.
Okay, so it looks like Teal's noticing that we have a little low water pressure or something.
Yeah, I mean the engine seemed to be running fine, but the sea strainer had some air in it. So I'm bleeding the system, checking the impeller. Well, I'm just replacing the impeller because might as well since I have it open.
We're still about 115 miles out, but there's a current, so we can't just sail until the wind clocks to our favor. So we have to use this engine for a little bit. Otherwise, tonight when the wind blows hard from the east,
We can miss the island.
yeah, we'll miss the island. Do you need anything?
No, it's going well. I'm just holding all the pieces in. Just put a new seal on. Put my glycerin all over it. So this was the quick, easy one. We'll do this first. Next one is to back bleed the whole engine, which I've got the kit to do that. So if we have to, we'll do that next. But I'm trying to avoid that.
All right. What's going on?
Well, I'm getting there. Here's what's going on. We had a slight air leak on this faceplate, and I could tell by there's a little bit of seawater tarnish right here.
Mm-hmm.
We put a new O-ring in, put a new seal on, but it didn't fix the problem. What's happening is our sea strainer keeps emptying. It's empty right now. It still could draw water in because there's pressure in the system, but it's not running efficiently. It's not getting, this should always be full, never be going down. So there's air still in the system somewhere. The only other place is, this is the low spot. Air travels up, creates an air pocket here, and it travels up and creates an air pocket in the heat exchanger. So I just took off the two leads, one at either end of the heat exchanger. I have my little pump here. And so I went to turn it on, and it won't even, there's no water in there to prime the pump. Watch. The engine's filled with air. So what I'm going to end up doing now is I'm going to prime it first. Now that this is hooked up, I'm going to prime it from this end. And then turn this on and try to force the rest of it out.
Looks like magic.
Yeah, I think this is the way to do it. So I could have just primed the top, I think, after seeing what just happened. But it's nice to prime it, and then flush the whole system, just in case there was air somewhere else.
There was air that was coming out for sure.
Oh yeah, as soon as we plugged it in, we turned on the pump, we saw it gurgle for about, what, 5 seconds or so, and then it stopped. So it's actually nice to back flush it too to see if any debris comes out. I don't see anything else that's in our heat exchanger.
This is kind of like a person being, have gassy, trapped gas, right?
and we're burping it out.
Yeah.
That's exactly. It creates havoc in the digestive system.
Yes.
Our float plan is to leave the Grand Caymans under power and make way out of the doldrums that form on the lee side of this 76 square mile island. This will be nearly a 1,100 nautical mile passage, so a mixed bag of currents and weather is forecast. The winds will be light and variable to start, but should fill in steadily over the next 3 days. Basik will be underway for 8 to 10 days, and weather forecasting that far in advance for the Gulf is guesswork at best. Our route, no doubt, will adjust and evolve to accommodate favorable conditions for wind and current as the passage progresses. By the end of the first day, the wind had not filled in, so running one engine with the sails up was our only option to keep Basik moving. We only carry 70 gallons of diesel in our tanks, so conservation on a passage like this is paramount. Luckily, as the sun went down, the winds picked up enough to hold us on a nice pace throughout the evening.
On day 3 of our sail from Cozumel up north, and it has been very uneventful. Then now the weather up north has changed a little bit.
This here is by Friday, and once again we just get these impulses, more and more systems.
And so we are gonna dip into Isla Mujeres for a couple days until this weather passes, and so we can go further north, because there's nothing worse than beating into the wind and the currents are, going in your favor. So it just calls for really kind of sharp swells.
Let's cover the seas. They have been building a little bit in the Western Gulf.
So
yeah, we have about 700 miles to go from at this point, and there's no way we're gonna do 4 or 5 days on the nose. So,
yeah. So we're just gonna.
This is an unplanned stop. We'll just camp out here for a couple days, let it pass by us, and there's a low pressure that's causing all this disruption just south of us, which is changing the wind direction on us.
Here is the spot that I'm going to be monitoring the next few days, few weeks really.
Plus, we haven't had much luck in fishing because we keep snagging all of this debris in the water. So you gotta redeem yourself.
Yeah, I know. It's been, this whole trip has just been, how depressing has this been?
It's been, well, I mean, we're getting closer back to the States, but it's just been, it's been trying. The first part of this trip from Panama to Cozumel was a little too much action. Sorry, not Cozumel. Caymans,
yeah.
See, it's kind of all.
We just passed by Cozumel,
The sail from Panama to the Cayman Islands was too eventful with everything breaking down. We finally were able to basically fix everything.
Yeah.
And then this one has been so uneventful, I'm actually dying for a little action.
I know, it's been just sheer boredom on this one.
Sometimes boredom is just...
I'm
come
bored.
on, I mean...
I played solitaire.
So yeah, so that's what's going on.
And
Lots of action here.
And meanwhile, look at
And
that.
a little bit of sailing.
Starting to see the hotels of Cancun off in the distance. They look like ships, don't they, from here?
Is that what it is?
Those are all hotels on the beach, yeah.
Yeah.
We are 16 nautical miles from the entrance to the bay. So
Hopefully our stay here is short-lived and the weather will cooperate and we can head back out again.
Yep.
But we'll see. Okay, it looks like we might have a fish on the line. I don't think so.
it's green,
Teal.
whatever it is.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a green flash.
Are you sure that's not our lure?
No, I'm
I
sure.
saw it hit, but it doesn't seem very strong.
What is that thing?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a little teeny something green.
Is it a small Dorado? It is a small Dorado. Oh, it's too small.
Yep. Well, come on, guys. Don't hurt yourself.
On our approach to Isla Mujeres, we plotted a track to enter from the south to take advantage of the 2 to 3 knot south to north current that camps out here year-round. As we got closer to the island, we were immediately sharing the water with huge crowds on packed party boats that were out having fun and seeing the sights. Entering the Mujeres anchorage from the northwest entrance is well charted and marked. The local high-speed ferries cut the corner just south of the channel, so we followed suit, which made for quite the intimidating approach. The anchorage was crowded, but it was getting late, so we found a good spot to settle in and drop the hook in a soft and somewhat questionable seabed. After a nice calm night at anchor, we ended up not sleeping as well as we thought we would. Every time a boat wake rocked Basik, our port rudder would make an unusual clunk. At daybreak, it only took a quick glance to realize where the new unsettling sound was coming from.
We have not even been here in Isla Mujeres for not even 24 hours, and already we are still busy trying to get our rudder situation kind of taken care of. Teal's in the water right now kind of assessing. We have this idea, or he has this idea, that we're going to use our bosun's chair, secured it underneath the rudder, and we're using our main halyard to put some pressure on it, so while we're working on it, the rudder stays in place. So hopefully it's seated perfectly, which is what he's checking now. As well as checking on our anchor, because there's a lot of grass, seagrass in here. So just want to make sure that everything is seated in securely for the next couple of days while we wait for weather, and making sure that our rudders are more secure. He already made the rings this morning, the kind of like a aluminum washer. Just so then it's not affecting our decks, our sugar scoops. I'm just waiting for Teal to give me the heads up so then I can put a little pressure or not on the main halyard, so then he can realign and adjust it.
Yeah, looks good. It's not going anywhere. Okay, here's what I'm working on this morning. Just took off our steering strut here. And here's our rudder. I've actually got it supported to the top of the mast, so it can't go anywhere. But here's what's going on. This right here is gone. This was a bushing. It has just fallen off, broken in half, fallen off somewhere. So now there's just slop in here. Look at this. I need to tear the arm off, break this all apart, and put my new bushing in. I do have a spare. The plan is to now epoxy this right over this. Exactly right there.
And there's no room for air because we didn't buy spares.
Well, the good news is I'm building, this is the one we need. I'm building another one out of this right now.
Just in case.
Not just in case, if this thing works well, I guess it is just in case. We could use it for the other rudder, or it could be a backup for this one. But I figure since I'm gonna be making this, I might as well make two. Just like the other side, this bolt right here is fused in. Dissimilar metals just welded it on. So we'll cut that off and re-engineer this a bit and make it work. But the rudder can't go anywhere. Actually, maybe it can. I'll tighten this up a little. And we'll go from there. So let's get this bolt out of here first and see what we're dealing with. Look at that.
I feel like we're gonna have a 3D printer in our future, in our very near future.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Hey, my birthday's coming up.
It is. Good thing you made that spare.
Yeah, or I'd be making it right now. Oh, look at that. That was just... not much left of that. Good thing we stopped here. Okay.
Yeah, because doing this while underway would not be great.
It would be impossible.
Not impossible, but
I would have
not
had to
ideal.
take the rudder off, I think. It'd just steer with one rudder.
Yeah.
That'd be what we'd have to do. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay, everything fits. Slid right in. That new aluminum spacer is actually a skid plate. As our new bushing goes down, that prevents it from rubbing on the deck as if it spins. Right now the rudder spins inside the bushing, but if it, for some reason it grabs the bushing and spins the bushing, it would wear our deck. So that new aluminum plate will prevent that. I did put a little Sikaflex down just to hold that skid plate from wiggling around or spinning on the deck, and doesn't look the prettiest, but it's gonna work pretty good. I'm gonna let this cure for a little bit before I put it all back together. That should have enough bite to maybe put it together in a couple hours. But yeah, it looks good. Much better. Look at that. We have a bushing again.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A special thanks goes out to our amazing patrons, whose generous support drives the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. It sure is interesting that the weather suddenly shifted, forcing Basik to seek shelter just as the rudder bushing failed as Basik was passing the only anchorage on their 1,100 nautical mile passage. The stars certainly aligned for the crew on this one. Come back next week as the weather window opens to cross the Gulf. See you then!